Hello and welcome. Today we are going to take a good look at the Batcave shadow box. Like everybody else is at the moment, so I've been really intrigued to see what this thing looks like. And then what we'll do, we'll carry on from the upload from last week with all the new Ninjago sets, because obviously last week we had a really good look at the Ninjago market. But what I'm going to do, because there is so many sets out currently, is see what sets that are currently out before the new wave comes out that might be worth picking up to go with the gardens before it all gets discontinued. And I also want to do a Destiny's Bounty comparison as well, because I've just uploaded the Lego movie Destiny's Bounty, and that thing's absolutely massive. So I do want to compare that to the new one that's going to be coming out. But we'll do a little bit of Batman bits and pieces first. Now let's have a look. So we've got 1, 2 video there, which is good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, another video. So there's a couple of bits and pieces to go through. I've only seen the leaked image of what everybody else has, so I'm really not 100% sure what to expect. So I'm actually seeing this for the first time with you guys and girls. It's going to be one of those that you're going to look at it more and more, and it's either you're going to think it's even better or it's going to be worse. Before we actually go through the photos, how much is it? Ouch. $344.99. It comes on the 8th of June, and it is 3,981 pieces. So that might be one of those where people try and pick it up in either day one, double VIP, might be a sale. Some people might absolutely love this. I am hoping this actually opens up like the Cantina, where this actually does open up completely flat across the back, and then the car will just spin around a little bit, because if it's in a fixed position like that, it's going to be a little bit awkward to position in people's cities and displays. Obviously, I was really hoping that this was going to be a proper like drive-in Batcave, so it would go perfectly with our superhero section. Now, as annoying as it would be, I think this looks to me more like a car garage than an actual Batcave. However, for what I need, it could actually work, because if you were to do a theme park tour, looking at this straight away, you've got all of these detail where you could have a load of minifigures walking around. You could go up the ramp, and you can almost do it like a tour guide type thing. Bearing in mind, I wouldn't be paying that amount of money for that, but that would be the only thing that I could use it for. Because I don't know about yourselves, but I always try and my whole display is based on a theme park. I have a big superhero section where I've merged the Marvel and DC bits and pieces together. And I was hoping that this would be something slightly different, because I think it's supposed to be a book that opens up. But there does look like there's quite a bit of detail on this. So what we've got all the lights up at the top. We've got Catwoman obviously being recorded in I'm trying to think what room that is, because obviously this is taken from the original Batman movie, but I thought when Bruce Wayne was recording her, it was at his own event and she wasn't dressed as Catwoman, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, take all of this with a pinch of salt. Like I said, I'm looking at this all for the first time with you, but I think that might be where the scene is. I can't ever remember seeing that anywhere else, because that is the statues behind her, whereas obviously they've got minifigures in, and then you've got like a bike and things behind that as well. So they've obviously just changed her into a Catwoman attire rather than her evening gown, in case people didn't realise that it's supposed to be her. And then that's obviously his little bay just here. I'm using my finger and you can't see it. So this thing just here, that is the bay of where obviously he's got all of his cameras and everything set up around, well, his own house. Or manor, shall we say. That's gone far too far. And then what else have we got? So we'll zoom in on this bit in the middle. You have a completely different bat suit by the looks of it on the inside. And it does look like it's got a blue piece on the inside. What else do we have detail-wise that's just sticking out? We have got all of these. So we've got some of his, obviously, weapons as well. His batarangs, or whatever it is you want to call them. And by the looks of it, this bit here, you might have some bits and pieces in. Obviously, it's more of a weaponry on that. There did read originally that there might have supposed to be a bat wing. You can see the car, so hopefully that car is to scale of the car that you could have bought back when, and if that is the same scale as, say, for example, the new Bat car as well, you might be able to put the new one from the Batman on there because of the stud length and width. The tumbler will never fit there because obviously it's far too big. I know it's a completely different movie, but I don't know if it would be interchangeable with the other little bits and pieces. I do like all the lights around the outside, so you can imagine if this actually did have a light kit, I think that might look quite effective. You could have some sort of like nice dimming lights on this. You've got, the more you look at it, the more detail there actually is with regards to like this bit. I keep using my finger, sorry. With this bit just here on the tiles, but then obviously if you're not a fan of grey or very, very black or very, very dark grey, obviously if you know where that quote comes from, it's a bit of a shame because obviously there's nothing on this side. I know this is obviously supposed to be a viewing window when it closes, but it does kind of feel like it's either wants to be one or the other, and it's obviously trying to be both. So obviously, if you can imagine the cantina, it closes up and then it opens up fully, and you have double depth. But it's different. I like it when Lego do stuff, bits and pieces different. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just different, and it's not what I was expecting. That's the only thing. I just need to get my head over it. Obviously, this bit in the middle basically screams the cantina bit at the front of how they've done it, so that's why I am hoping that these hinges do open up a little bit more, because it does look like, with regards to this bit just here at the top, that bit must wrap around and go completely straight, and then it kind of begs the question of, if I'm going to do it in a theme park, do I actually need the front piece, or can I mock the front and do something slightly different with it, or he says, thinking out loud, are they going to release a bat wing to fit in that gap? Because if they do that, that would be amazing. If they do that, then I would quite happily get it, just because I think that would be a cool thing. It's a shame it obviously doesn't come with a Batwing, because I would have liked the Batwing and the car, because I thought it was. But if you think of what this actually comes with, you've got the stand on the middle. How you get that off and back on again, because there's no ramp or anything, I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, unless it does move and it comes down, there are more moving elements. Like I said, we'll have a good look at the video in a second. But this is very, very much a case of first viewing, first thoughts and everything like that. You've got multiple tools of the same thing down at the bottom, just here, and then there's nothing else really hidden. So you have just got this bit, which is bugging me a little bit, because I can't recognise this from the film. Let me know. There's some of you guys and girls being massive Batman films. I don't know if that's supposed to be from the burglary that Catwoman does with the whips, and she takes the mannequin heads off, and he's re-watching the CCTV footage back, or if that is supposed to be a mix of both, because obviously the first time we see this character is at Wayne Manor's party as such. But let's have a look. Let's see what the minifigures are like as well, shall we? So we'll go through. So see. So from the see, that's the same bit. So I was about to say that it's just a bit bizarre that it just looks like this bit is absolutely massive, and obviously it's got the wide bit at the bottom just down here, but obviously it closes flush, so it is only technically 1, 2, 4 studs, 6, 7, 8, 9, say 10, 11, so 12, 14 studs with the sort of like the middle shaft. So it does look like it's really close in, but you can see everything with it shut, that you can see everything with it open, I think, apart from maybe the tools. Is that what we're saying? Because if it could they have just had this as a removable piece rather than I can open that bit. I can't design anything, I can't mock anything, but you guys let me know. I'm very much on the fence on this, because I'm a huge DC fan, but sometimes they do get done dirty, which is a little bit of a shame. With that close like that, I think it looks quite smart with it shut. I think it looks like a nice display piece. You can obviously add in the minifigures where you want to add them in. Obviously, you've got the bat symbol on there. It would be nice if it had his actual flying vehicle and that went in there. It might fit, but I can't imagine they would have planned that. But it's almost a shame that it is that big with this on the side, because all you're missing is just the tool details at the bottom, aren't you? I think from that. But it's different. It's different. It opens up like a book. Obviously make a beautiful display piece. Whoever makes the plexiglass storage cases for this are going to have a nightmare, because they're going to have 3 different styles potentially. One with it fully open, one with it shut, and one with it as an L shape. So that could get quite expensive. But it does let us on the top of the box. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 outfits, and it does look like it's got the classic penguin with the fish. I thought was from a different movie. I could be getting my movies mixed up here. Is this Batman Returns or Batman? Let's have a look. So we have got some really nice figures. I don't know why I don't recognise the blue. Catwoman's got a completely different print. I've never seen that before, so she looks nice. And that's obviously with all of her own custom-made bits where she does all the stitching and everything. I think that looks really, really smart. Oh, stop it. We've got Bruce. We've got Penguin. We've got 2 different Batman. Right, should we just have a look and see what the minifigures are, shall we? Because have they mixed the films up? Let's get off this quickly and just see what minifigures are included. It says it's from 1992 Batman Returns. I'm thinking of 89. Oh, right. Okay. So we are from 1992. So it's not the original Batman then. That's what I was thinking. Sorry. So that's, ignore the CCTV footage, because that will be the mannequin bit when she's in the shop. So that's where he's watching that back. So it's not the 89 from the original. It's from 92, which that's why Penguin's in there, because obviously there's the famous bit with Penguin. So we've got Max Schreck, the Penguin, Catwoman, 2 versions of Batman, Alfred Pennyworth and Bruce Wayne. So they give you basically Bruce 3 times, but I don't. In that second, I can't, for some reason. You're gonna somebody's gonna have to fill me in with why he's got his secondary face on. I'm gonna have to re-watch the film. I've actually got the original DVDs right beside me, to be honest. But it comes with seven minifigures. We'll read that. We'll read that after. Now I know what film it's from. That might be a little bit more handy. But I don't understand why that is there. This one just here. That's confusing. It's a completely different suit. I can't remember if he got an upgraded suit or not. But she looks fantastic. And then obviously Alfred and Bruce look brilliant. And that is a proper Penguin as well. So I really like that with his umbrella and his short little legs and his fat little belly. His massive hat. So they look really, really nice. And yeah, happy with the minifigures. The car does look like it's quite a big scale. They've got all of those cars in front of it. I think the car does look very, very smart. But don't forget, when the car came out, you got given the giveaway purchase with the flame on the back, didn't you? So I wonder if that would fit in there, and if they are all the same scale. So that's another look at the car. It looks very, very similar to the giveaway purchase, which is extremely expensive currently on the second-hand market. That is the back of the box. So it does look, alright, so you've got interchangeable bits. So it looks like you can either pull them out, or you've just got like the Ninjago sets where you can just either flip it round, or you can add the different ones in. So you've got a choice of Penguin or Catwoman. You've got a rotating chair. What is that? Oh, you've got his suit, which is obviously on show, then it spins round. I wanted to say that that's a big part of the film, but that's gone over my head. There'll be people screaming at the telly going, "You're an idiot." We've got the doors that open up and close, which is that bit just there. So there are bits and pieces that happen in here. And then it looks like you've got another moving bit here, which is there might be a lot that goes on with it. Might be. It's just quite hard to tell from the box, but it is 20 inches or 51 centimeters in length, and it is 29 centimeters or 11 inches in height. So I'll let you work that out with regards to whatever it is and however you want to compare it to. And obviously, if I did have this, I would have plenty of things to try and compare it to for you. Now let's have a look at the video, shall we? Let's see what happens with this. Okay, so all the yellow bits on the outside are obviously all the twizzle bits. So every single thing will spin then, by the looks of that. So the sign and everything isn't replaceable. You can just twist them around on the back, which is a nice touch. But we want to see the actual set, and I want to know if it opens up. So does it open up? So the car has the flame on, so that has the exact same effect as what it does on the back. That's only half built. That's it, obviously closed. Does it open all the way? That I would say yes. It's got the weapons at the front. That's whatever that bit's from. Why can't I remember that bit from the film? Right. Are we saying, because that's curved, so it does look like it is the cantina. So that there looks like it's almost equally open, and it's not as an L shape. So that, yeah. So it's almost like the cantina style. I just think it looks better shut, or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it's like. I can't quite fathom the words to say with regards to what I think of it open, but I think it looks effective shut anyway. But let's move on to all of those. Let us know what you think. Are you a massive DC fan? Are you going to get this day one? Do you think they've done you dirty? Let me know. So it's the Batcave Shadow Box 344.99, 8th of June. We're May currently, so you've got a little bit of time to save up if you did want it. So you got just under a month. You get 2,760 VIP points. It is item number 76252. It's obviously an 18 plus. And we have got the 3,981 piece, incorporates movable items, minifigures, and a feature-rich Batmobile to produce the detailed and dynamic display that will captivate all those who see it. So there's obviously no Batwing at all. Batman drama in a display case. Measuring over, yeah, we know that. Users can turn the chair, change the computer screen, and open and close the tool stores and illuminated Batsuit vault for extra realism. A Batmobile with a variety of hands-on features included, along with 7 minifigures, which we've already read out. For added convenience, a digital version of this set's building instructions can be found on the Lego Builder app. Now, I don't tend to read these specifications too much. The specifications, there we go, it's a big word, it's late. But I always do wonder when they suddenly start saying it's going to be on the Lego Builder app, how long is it until they're going to get rid of the actual instructions? Because I've said this before, they've started it already in certain sets. So what else do we have? Anything else? No, there's just bullet pointing what we've already read. Use your mobile device for added convenience. A digital version of this set's building instructions. Yeah, so no. Right, that is that. There we go. So let us know what you think. 340.99. It is what it is with that. I need to process. I need to process it and figure out how I can use it. I think it does look nice shut though. I think it does look very, very smart. I guess they could have done it as a non-18 set, but then people would have wanted that. You can't really say, well, I guess, I was about to say you can't really class it as a Batcave, because I'm guessing they're selling it as a shadow box. Is this the best Batcave that they've released so far? It's definitely the biggest. I don't know. Right. Let's get on to something that I do know kind of a bit about, which is the Ninjago. So I want to have a look at some of the Ninjago bits and pieces. Now, we had a very, very good look at this last week. So last Thursday, we did this kind of thing, and we went over everything Ninjago based. I didn't realise actually how much current sets are still out. So this thing is absolutely fantastic. We'll go over this very, very quickly before we move on to the Destiny's Bounty. But this is £319, so bear this in mind. It's £319, and it comes with 6,163 pieces and 21 minifigures. The Bat, £344, and it was... how many thousand pieces less? Nearly 2,000 and a bit pieces less. To just let that sink in. That is the only problem, I would say, with Lego releasing such a big set so far, that sometimes they might trip over with regards to the brick count and things. Also, they've got licensing fees and everything to pay. I don't think with regards to the amount of bricks and how big this thing is, it's badly priced. I would imagine it would have been the original Cantina price before the price increase. So that would have been like, what, 275, 325, something like that before the increase. But at the same time, it does show just how good a value the Ninjago market is. So for 319, and this comes out soon. I don't know why I keep saying date on some of the videos that I do. I think this is an astounding value, especially if you're going to compare it to the Batman set. So it's 6,163 pieces, 2,560 VIP points, and it's 21 fantastic minifigures. It's super bright. It's super modular. If you didn't see the other video, hunt that one down because we spent a good 45 minutes looking at this in huge detail. And this picture here is the picture you want to be looking for on the front of the video. And I've also already done a re-unboxing video of the Ninjago Gardens, the Ninjago City, the Ninjago Docks, and the Destiny's Bounty. All of those are up and available. So hunt those down if you are a Ninjago fan, and you can let me know. But that is the picture just here. That's the one that you're looking for as sort of the screenshot of the actual thumbnail. That's the word that I'm after. Been a very long day. But what I want to have a look at is the Destiny's Bounty. Now, the video that has literally just gone live is this. This is mine. This is the one that I've just done for you. This thing is brilliant, and it looked like it won an award in 2017. So there's some sets that Lego do that they get some fantastic awards for. This is one of them. So 2,295 pieces. If you want to try and hunt one down, it's 70618. I've seen them secondhand for around the £99 mark. New as well for that price. That's the box artwork. I've done a full unboxing detailed thing on there. But it's the size, because I'm looking at this right now beside me, and it is massive. So I just want to see what the size comparison is compared to the new one. So I just need to find out if there's any. There it is. So we've got, it's a 3 modular thing. It's 17 inches by 21 inches. So 17 by 21. Now this is the one that's coming soon. So 17 by 21. Skip all of this before I forget the size. 17 by 21. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? That is not helpful. It's not. Where's the information for it? 17 by 20. I want to forget this. 17 by 21. 17 by 21. Yeah, yes, please. Yes, give me them. Give me them before I'm going to forget. 17. Where are you? Come on. Right. It's 9. So the other one was 17, that's 9, and the other one's 20. So it's much shorter. Much shorter. It's pretty, but I thought this one was an oversized thing, the one that we just had a look at. So this is the one that's coming out. So now I can actually compute what I'm trying to say. So this is called Race Against Time. Funny enough, that's exactly what I was doing. I forgot the sizes. 1,739 pieces, 1,045 P points. It's 71797 for the item number, and that is going to be the new Destiny's Bounty. I've got to be honest. I think the best Destiny's Bounty that they've done is probably this one. That one's a nice looking thing, because this is from the film, and then I think this one might be from the original season. Obviously this one here is from the new one, and I recognise those characters, and I do actually recognise that ship as well. Is it just those 4? And then you've got a little 4+ one down at the bottom. So I think, not to be biased, but I think this one looks the best, and obviously it's the biggest as well, because it's a 9-14. You can see there it's 2,295 pieces, 1,781, 1,253, and 1,739. So this one is kind of similar with regards to it being like a dragon, and obviously you've got the little modular piece on there, and you've got pretty much the same team. Obviously the one that I've got is just in its movie form, whereas this one's just in its TV show form. Obviously it's from the Legacy range. There we go. I thought it was. So it's from season 1 of the TV series. So it's where they trained. It's where they trained and grew up. So that's why the movie one is very similar to that. And then obviously when they started doing other TV series and more episodes, they then released plenty of others. So what season is this one taken from? Hopefully it'll tell us. 9 minifigures. All the Ghost minifigures are really, really nice, actually. So you get a Ghost Ninja Spider, which is a cool looking thing. You're not going to tell us, are we? This one came out in 2015. It's a new and improved for 2015. For the minifigures on that one, that season, I can remember the series of this because those minifigures, which again they're not going to show, I'm a nightmare, but very, very smart. So all of these things here had all the translucent pieces on. You can see the translucent legs. You can see this cool ghost thing just here, which is holding like the banana and the spear. So every single Ninjago set always has really, really smart, really nice minifigures, I feel. But I'm sure if you're sticking around after the Batman stuff, somebody will have one of these bounties. And if you haven't got one, more than likely you'd be looking forward to this one. So this minifigure wise comes with a handful, but this is the one with the cool games controller. So that's what I mean. So this looks really smart on the inside. So you've got the 2 newer characters, I do believe, with the 2 original kind of ninjas. And I wonder if this might cross over with the new Dreams at some point, just because of the different colours that they're using. And obviously you get the baby dragon as well. You've got this really bright teal and the bright yellow. After I did the video last week, I was thinking, I wonder if this is going to be like a Dreams thing, because it's the first one with a different coloured dragon on the front, and the minifigures just look slightly different. But let us know. And the Wu is a slightly different shade. I had Wu. In fact, here he is. So he has got a completely different print on this one. He's got a really nice robe and everything on. In fact, it's completely different. The only thing that's the same is the hat, and even the beard piece looks slightly different as well. But his eyes, eyebrows, everything is completely different to that Wu. And obviously the ninjas are different because they always wear different outfits. So that is something that I wanted to do a little bit of research on just for myself, because I'm thinking I do quite like the dragon stuff, and because this one is a boat, like a boat, and that sounds stupid, but some of these fly. So if I were to get some of the dragon sets that we had to look at last week and make a full Ninjago display, that wouldn't go amiss, I don't think. Right, carrying on with the Ninjago, we want to have a look at some of these sets. Now, I skipped a load of them last week. I'm not going to click on all of them because there's just too many. But you have got some really nice ones coming out. So the ones that are out at the moment, like the Ultra Dragon, for example, I think that now would work perfectly flying over the new gardens, or just about, because it's just a cool looking thing. Because you just need this one, because if you didn't know, every single character obviously had their own dragon, so obviously they all got made into different colours, and then they became this massive Ultra Dragon. That's why they've got all the different coloured heads. Each head represents a completely different one from dragon. You can see that's a cool little water feature, and then you've got all the fire, rock, lightning, and whatever else it is that you need on there. And it comes with a good amount of minifigures as well, so it's a nice thing. £130, and it's 898 pieces. But you can see all the minifigures on the box at the bottom, and it looks like you've got a dual mold one there as well. So you've got four arms on that one. So I do remember this happening, and then Zane, I think, might have come to his demise. You've got the dojo, so that is out at the moment. I think this might work potentially with the new stuff that's coming out. Do like this with the bridge, because this, I would imagine that when this goes, the new Dragon Temple one will kind of take over. So you can see how they are kind of similar, but they've all got their own backing and theming. So with regards to the elements, you can see how, depending on what series or season that they come from, that's how their torso prints change completely. So sometimes they put the images in, sometimes they don't. But you can see just how different they are with regards to. I do like the outfits on these. I think these ones look really, really smart. And she is extremely expensive pixel in some of the older sets. She was originally only out in one. And then obviously they've now just re-released her, which is nice. And I had absolutely no idea. But I would be tempted potentially for the Ninja Dojo Temple, because you could make a really nice sort of display bit behind. The current dragons that are out, as I said, that they all had their own dragon. You've got Lloyd's Legendary Dragon, so you can just see it's just basically a green version of that gold one. But you've got to remember, this is £60. You do get the nice print. And then you just got those. So this is taken from, I know what episodes these are, with all these cool snakes. Now, those things there, actually, got very, very valuable. But I said this every time I did a store tour. Love the box artwork. It just looks really, really smart. I like the fact that they've changed the box artwork on this, and it just looked very, very nice for when they did them. And then they've changed them again, and they keep changing it. So, right. So all the mechs you can see now. This was a huge mech, and I remember this one in the show as well, because they really pushed Naya, and then she came out and had a massive battle, because that's where she got all of the golden elements and everything on there. So that wouldn't work with the new market. What else do we have? What else can we find? If you can see anything, again, let us know as we go through. Like I said, this is just bonus stuff for me. I'm just being greedy with regards to what could work with the new dragon. So you've got the Ultra Combo Mech. And that basically screams Power Rangers. So you looks like you've got a colour of each to make up one massive thing. But you haven't got the whole team on that one. But again, this looks smarter. Looks smart enough. I will finish on the Ninjago City Gardens for those people that are wondering what that looks like. So don't worry. So you've got the Ice Dragon. No need for the dragon. So this is the one that caught my eye in the last upload, because you can see how similar and how nice this right beside the temple might look. So they've used the same reds, they've used everything the same, and all the new Ninjago stuff comes out on the 1st of June. But you can see you've got the nice little bell tower, and it comes with a good selection of minifigures as well. So you've got some of the team. Again, you can see just how different the outfits are from here. So this one here is to do with the new TV show that is yet to be released. I think this gets released. The new TV show gets released on the 1st of next month. So that'd be interesting. The Crystal King Temple. I think this is like an add-on for sets. I think you get other ones of these, and they do make a larger thing. Looks smart enough, but it's just not gonna work. We're looking for sort of greens and reds and that kind of thing, as you can see on there. What else do we have? So that's a bounty. That's the Hydro bounty. That's the dragon. That is the new mech bike. That is amazing. This city. If you want to hunt this down in massive detail, the video's already gone up and live. Yes, it works perfectly with the gardens. It's obviously got the docks to go beside it, and it's going to work really well with the new market as well, I think. What is this? Creative Ninja brick box. Is it a 4+? Oh no. Oh, okay. Right. So this, I've seen these in the shops. I had no idea what this was. So it's a 5+ set. It's 530 pieces, and it looks really smart. It's their training bit, where in one of the episodes they end up getting attacked, and they do have like a big, obviously as you would do, a big training montage. And I'm pretty sure these two characters are supposed to be the two ninjas that they turn into. Could be talking absolute nonsense. Let's have a look. Includes 6 minifigures. Oh, 2 apprentices. They just call them apprentices on that. So fair enough. But it comes with Kai, Nia, Master Wu, and 2 apprentices, and a Bone Hunter. And you can see what other Ninjago playsets there are to collect with those. And again, it's got that nice artwork with Wu just on the side. Those boxes go into a sale massively. That was, I think it was 24 quid at one of the local toy shops not so long ago. Get quite a lot with it. Get another mech. That won't work. You get another mech. That's coming soon. Coming soon. We clicked on all the coming soon stuff. So hunt that down in the other video. You've got the dragon. All of these are coming soon. We've clicked on all of those. Clicked on all of them. That's the Destiny's Bounty that we've already had a look at. The Lego Ninjago accessory set is always a nice touch. And then you've got something like this from 2019. So you didn't know these things were about. You had these characters, and you had like this cool little fire and ice. And that is what that looks like. Now, these were all over the Legoland parks. I don't think I've really seen these in the Lego shops too much. I've seen them at the airports, but they're mainly at the Legolands because of the bits that go on the shelf. They're usually by the doors as you go in, so they're just like a nice little accessory pack. Do get quite a lot of good stuff with these. Same thing with like the samurai swords and everything like that. These will either be online only, or again you get them from the Legolands. You don't really tend to get them in store too much. That looks like that was a cool looking. That thing's massive. That's from the Master of Spinjitzu series. This is an old one then. So the Legacy This has been retired a long time, so that's a big vehicle. It wouldn't work anyway. Not for a downtown city. I can't have one of them driving through. You've got the City Chase. So this is one of the scenes from the film. Again, it looks really smart. Good couple of minifigures. You've got the little police bike. Would have been perfect, and it's only a small little thing. You can pick these up in the second-hand market still, £12 to £20, I think. And it's 233 pieces on that, so it's a nice. I think that's a nice looking thing. This is the one that I want. This is the next big purchase, ideally, is the Temple of Air-Jitsu. This thing is absolutely stunning. It's really important as well in the film. It looks beautiful. I think it's modular, just like all of the others as well. It is something which I didn't even realise. I think this must have come out before the movie stuff. But you've got the postman, which you see in there. All the characters are accurate. It just looks really nice. Got loads and loads of minifigures with this. 2,028 pieces. Set number 70751. Lot going on with it. You can see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 minifigures at the top. 5, bread 6, 7, 8, statue 9, fishing 10, postman 11, and that one down there 12. So 12 minifigures when that came out. And you can see it's just leveled off. It's opened at the back. And it does look like there's some sort of show going on at the bottom just down here as well. So it does look like there's some other little bits and pieces going on. It's just a smart, clean, very pretty looking thing. So yeah, I think it just works. I think it's just a nice thing. I would definitely like to pick that one up. If anybody knows of anybody that's getting rid of one, let me know. Right, let's go back. We'll skip through the last couple of pages and then we'll see how we are doing for time. Moving on. Now, this would have been a cool display as a completely thing away from the city. So you've got all these big snake heads. This potentially might be what the new ones are going to be like with all the dragons rather than it being snakes. But the minifigures in these, some of them are worth quite a lot of money now. You had ended up getting a huge play set with a big sort of almost battle arena on the inside. Very imagine Gladiator, but with snakes. That's basically what it was. But you can see detail that you've got. Love the purple. You've got all the teeth. Lots going on in every single Ninjago set, even though it looks like it's a small looking thing. If you soak that in and how much detail's there going from top to bottom, it would take some building just to get done. It just looks really smart. I love all the colours. I love all the detail. So yeah, it is a nice looking thing. So you can see here, look, it says only on Lego.com, and you've got the Hype Squad and the T-shirts. And I'm pretty sure I've seen all of these at the Legoland stores as well. But if you wanted to know, there you go. But it is now retired, so you can't get it anyway. So if you're hoping to get that T-shirt, I'm sorry, out of stock, retired. That can go away. What else can we fit in? Dawn of the Iron Doom would not work. Misfortune's Keep. See, something like this, Temple of the Resurrection. Again, it works well. It looks nice with all the other little bits and pieces. Some nice looking minifigures with that. These things aren't massive, but you get some nice figures with it. I don't know if that looks a little bit too evil-esque to make a display in that, but you can see you've got these really cool looking headpieces. Again, if you've not seen the TV show, I can't say it enough. Watch it. It's just good. It's entertaining. Yeah, each series is a completely different, obviously, it's a completely different story. And of course, you meet all these characters, and you can get them in minifigure form. And he looks cool. He's also got his purple up top, legs at the bottom. Purple up top, blue at the bottom for his legs. Obviously, he's got legs at the bottom. And then you've got these cool things with all the red and everything on. And then you've got some quite important people. I just don't want to say too much in case you do want to watch it. But you might spot 1 or 2 minifigures that might be Garmadon, and you're like, well, hang on, he hasn't got 4 arms. But, you've been warmed. So the Samurai Cave, obviously won't work. But that is where they secretly hid a lot of their weapons in here. Funny enough, it does look like a bit like an actual cave, doesn't it, rather than a garage. That could have been the Batcave, just bigger, different colour. You could have had the bit in the middle is where it could have sat. I don't know. I'm still on the fence on that. I just need to compute what I saw at the start. Love the minifigures on that though. Do love the minifigures for the Batman. It's a big DC fan, but even still. So this is the Dragon's Pit. So this is the one that I was saying to you about. You can then extend this. So again, you've got this big snake at the front. You've got all the details, all the fire. You've just got a lot of nice bits and pieces going on. Big all the orange chains. You've got all the weapons and everything at the bottom. And then you get given a load of minifigures. Would it work with the gardens? No. Would it work with the market? No. So why did I click on it? Oh no, what have I done? Right. Skip. Master Falls. That won't work. Garmadon. So I think is this from the movie? Well, I had no idea they did this. This is where he creates all of his silly bits and pieces. This wasn't even in the instruction manual. So on the back of all the instruction booklets, the Ninjago docs and the Ninjago movie, the Ninjago City, shall I say, and also the Destiny's Bounty, it gives you all of the sets that are part of the movie, but there was one or two numbers missing. I think this might have been one of the numbers. So I've never, ever seen this before, so we will waste some time and have a look. It's got the scene at the bit. Oh, it even comes with him, who is terrified of coming up with different ideas. And remember, if they get it wrong, they then get shot out the top of the volcano. And then they come up with this big sort of shark mech suit. I don't know why Zane's there, not Lloyd, but that's a cool looking thing. If you've got that one in your collection, then let us know. Obviously, it comes with the minifigure that a lot of people wanted. That would not have been very expensive when it first came out, and compared to today's prices anyway. That might either be worth nothing, or that might be quite a lot of money now. So it's one or the other. The minifigures that it comes with, I've got him in orange. I've got that Garmadon. I haven't got the scientist, obviously. So if you want to know what GIT stands for, then, well, actually, you're going to have to... I'll let you watch the film for that. Right. Anything else that I can see? I'm getting sidetracked like I always do. So they got the other stuff from the movie, which is something else that interests me. So this is the big shark sort of mech that came to attack them. But it's just little things like this. We've got the big, like the hot dog stand. And you've got that with just the hot dog character. And person with braces eating the hot dog while they're under attack. So there's the Lloyd. And again, you get the Garmadon. It's just a cool looking thing. It's just silly like it is in the film. It's exactly like it is in the actual movie itself. And it looks smart enough. So they just come in and torpedo it all through. Again, you can't well, you could if you wanted to recreate the movie rather than the actual city. You could try and get hold of every single one of his massive things that he tried to recreate, which a lot of them blew up. But I have seen his mech that he wears, which might be coming up sooner rather than later. So the water one is the first one from the Ninjago team. This is the Ghost one. I've seen this is very, very expensive with regards to the minifigures, just because it's got all the translucent pieces. So again, if you're into your minifigures, this would have been one for you. So again, you've got all of these translucent legs. Don't forget, this was out well before any of the video sets, which had this style of ghost and legs and things like that. So some of it might glow in the dark, some of it might just be translucent. Again, nice looking thing. A lot of the Ninjago sets, I personally think, is some of the better sets that they've done. The Fire Mech is from the movie. The Docks, amazing set, again from the movie. That is available for viewing. The Temple of Elements, depending on which one this is actually the one that I started the video with, which is, yes it is. So I've got the limited edition Lloyd. This will be coming out very, very soon. I need to open this one up and get this one done. And this again is an important thing from the TV series, and they have done 2 of these. So you do get these minifigures, which you're going to have to keep your eyes peeled for. Each one of these is a completely different sort of master with regards to what they can do. And obviously they did do every single golden Ninjago character. So you've got Ninjago, the Wu, in the Ninjago Gardens, and then obviously you get Lloyd in this one. And then what else have we got? We've got a couple of other bits with regards to the smaller packs just here, and that's basically it. That is basically it. Right, let's go back, have a quick look at the garden. Ninjago, you're going to come straight up? Yes, you are. Perfect. So, if you're wondering, $2.99. It's beautiful looking thing. Look at the figures it comes with as well. Huge amount of minifigures. Like I said, we looked at this quickly last week. This video is available. Hunt it down in the unboxing playlist if you want to see all of these tiers come apart. Me basically break bits and pieces. But while I'm here, what am I missing? So I can't build this bit, but I have got this thing just here. Now I think I've got a fireworks sign here, and I am missing bits and pieces in the middle. So the problem I had with mine is I was missing the innards of the bag numbers, which is a little bit of a shame. And that's why I've got this bit up at the top, but it's actually only resting on. So I am missing a big chunk of that. This is complete. The purple bit's completely complete. I've got all the detail and everything on the green on the outside, and there'll be like a bike and things that I'm missing, which is actually in this pack as well. So I've now got very depressed looking at that, but highly do recommend the set. It's a beautiful thing, and obviously it's going to go very, very well with the actual new one that'll be coming out. But that is all of that. We'll go back to the Batcave very, very quickly. I will have another quick look. See if I can actually process. So it's not even coming up on here. So you've got to change it up. I'm surprised it didn't come up. So the two new things that are coming is this. That's that. That's all that is. That's a $31.99 action figure for 275 pieces. They're doing a few of those, and then this. So as I start to wrap it up, let us know right now in the comments below what you think of this. What is your favourite Ninjago stuff? And just let me know. Like I said, I need to process this if I can actually make it work. And if it's obviously the main thing, is it worth the money? I think this is going to be very much like Marmite. I think people are either going to absolutely love it or they're going to think it's awful. But at the same time, I think if it's one of those sets that people might sleep on and then all of a sudden becomes very, very popular just before it gets discontinued, and you know that the price is just going to skyrocket up. Then if you get some lights and things on it, because if you can zoom in on the front like that, I think that looks nice. And then you've got the option just to open it up if you wanted to. And to be fair, potentially I could just display it closed. From a theme park point of view, see, it's from a theme park point of view. I don't know if that would work. Now, the only thing is, not to drag this video out, is that we saw Catwoman. Where is she in this picture? Because they haven't added in any of the minifigures, have they? So I'm just hoping, because if you can see here, they've got the two minifigures just there. Just hoping that there is room when it's closed to see all of the minifigures, because you'll be able to put some of them up in there. I know they're not supposed to be in the set, because obviously they don't go down that way. But I'd like to think that when it's shut, you would be able to see every single minifigure. I know you wouldn't have Bruce Wayne and whatever side by side, but then at the same time, it would look quite nice. But looking at that, I don't know. I don't know if that is going to be... No, that's going to be big enough to hold the minifigures in. That's going to be a bit annoying, because you're not going to have the minifigures just randomly walking around. You want to split them up from the set either, but Well, there we go. Let me know. I'm now even more confused than what I was when I first started this video. But guys, if you are watching this on the live premiere, then obviously thank you very much. Hope you enjoy the chit chat amongst everybody. So I'll let you now say goodbye to everybody. But guys, that is it. I am done. So you can like this video and subscribe to the channel. That'd be absolutely fantastic. In the comments below, let me know what you think of this. Are you going to get it day one? Are you sat on the fence? Will you want to pick it up in your collection at some point over the next maybe 18 months, 2 to 3 years maybe, before it gets discontinued? Or are you like, absolutely not? Or are you thinking, yeah, I might get it, but after waiting for it to sale? Are you double VIP person? Let us know. Let us know what you think. And obviously, with the Ninjago bits and pieces, you can see just how good the value is on the new markets as well. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care and I'll catch you next one. Ta-da.